Hi, this is Pushpa. This is a compiler 6 experiment single pass assembler for SIC. Here you have to create the package compiler as a compiler underscore design, and inside the main we have to create a main string, and inside that we have to create a scanner for reading the next line. Scanner SC is equal to new scanner, and you have to declare initialize a number of line is equal to 0 and name of a program, that is string name, and inside the next starting address of a program, and int starting address is maybe 0 or anything. Then we have to get the input from the user. For that we use string code. Then string IP means it reads the next token that has been need the next token, and we have to initialize the location counter, number of variable in the program, and we have to mark if the variable is mnemonic, that is flag is equal to 0. We have to initialize. Then we have to initialize size of program. Then it is size of program. Then we have to initialize count equal to 0. Then we declare the mnemonics as LDA and STA, and opcode of LDA is 00 and opcode of STA is 23, and it prints the number of lines, and number of lines will be goes to the next line. If next line means it prints the number of variable. First one will be a number of line and second will be number of variable. The number of variable is equal to number of next line. Next integer means it goes to the next integer, the next line. Next string object program is equal to new string, that is a number of line minus number of variable minus 2. This is to store the object program. We create an array. Next we create an array for variable, that is for storing the variable in the symbol table. Then for storing the address of a variable in the symbol table, we create address of 0. Then we initialize x is equal to 0 to keep the track of a number of variable in the symbol table. Then it prints the input to be entered, and we use for loop, and I is equal to 0, I lesser than number of line means it increments, and it prints the value of I. Then code is equal to code, then space, and next it goes to the next line. Then size of program will be number of line minus 2 into 3. Then string SOP equal to, that is the size of a program, and we use while in here. While size of program is greater than 0 means we initialize initialize reminder is equal to size of program and modulus of 16. Then it prints remainder is equal to remainder. If remainder equal to 1, if it is equal means then SOP will be space plus SOP. Then it goes on like that, and we use for remainder 11 for remainder up to 15 we use. Then SOP is equal to empty line, and we leave the space and plus SOP, and we have to stop it over here. If it is not in this, and if it is not this, then integer to string plus SOP. Now string tokenizer ST is equal, we create string tokenizer one object, one variable in a new tokenizer. The name is equal to st.next token. Then we have to use while has more tokens means IP is equal to st.next token, and if IP compared to 0 means it is end. If it is if it compared to start means it will be if it is equal to 0 means it is start or end, and it will be break the program. Then location counter will be initialized, and location counter and the starting counter will be equal, so that the header name and the starting address will be the starting address and SOP will be declared in that. And we again use for loop, and inside we use if loop. If class and next I is equal to 0, mnemonic means if an LDA value should be used over here. Then for LDA we use a loop as I, and for J for LDDA, and if it is equal to 0 means a variable of j is equal to 0 means then it prints the opcode plus address that will be stored in the opcode program count. Then count will be increased and flag is equal to 1. Then break. We run the program. It has the number of lines. I give a number of lines as 6. The number of variable is 2. And now copy. You have to give copy start, and I start the address from 1000. Normally we use for 1000, and it will come as loop alpha to serve word 1. It is a 3, and beta to serve word as 1. Next value will be coming. Next LDA, and it will be storing in LDA alpha. Then value will be 5. Then STA. The two mnemonics are LDA and STA, and this will be a beta. Then remainder will be 12, and header copy, and the location, this 1000 is a location, and the program has been deployed.